Well, good morning, everybody. It is Monday Madness. How y'all doing out there today? Ooh, it's been a pretty good day. So, I know it's early in the morning, but I did want to talk about the days that passed by. So, we had Valentine Day that came, and I just love Valentine Day. It's the day where everybody wearing red and pink and all them other colors and giving out chocolates and shit. And that is why I love it. It's all about love and watching bitter people be bitter. Talking about, I don't like Valentine's Day and Valentine's Day and all that stuff. And I'm saying like, shut up. Right? It's great. I love it. I like Valentine's Day more than any other holiday. My second one next in line is got that Halloween. And I bet y'all know why. Because I like candy. And I don't like candy like that just all the time. But that's the one day where I can cheat and be like, you know what? I'm going to have this little Snickers miniature that some random ass white man that gave me. Thank you, Mr. White Man, for giving me this Snicker bar from your house that I'm assuming that you ain't put no blade in there trying to cut my throat out. Thank you. And Valentine's Day, I just love just seeing people just walking around being, in love and stuff. Even though sometimes it ain't gonna make it, still, it ain't about that. It's about appreciation. Agape love, that's all it's about. Ain't all that fake crap like Christmas where you gotta spend a couple $100 on some people that you really don't just like just because you feel obligated because it's the Christmas spirit. Nope. Now Valentine's Day, you can just give one person something if you want to. You ain't gotta get nobody that. You ain't obligated at all. You don't even feel obligated. I'm telling you, doggone Christmas, no, I can't. I don't like it. I mean, I like the idea of Christmas. I just don't like just that traditional, just have to get somebody something, or you have to do this. It just feels obligated. Right? Christmas back then felt fun. And Christmas one of them holidays, I feel like it's soon, it just kind of like dying out. I feel like everybody just can kind of feel it. It feel like it's dying out a little bit. Because you remember when you was like a kid and shit before all the technology really started going crazy, when people just, now kids just want an iPad or a phone. They don't give a flying about a Christmas. They just want something related to their phone on their iPad. But you remember when they had toys? Do you remember toys? They still have toys. But do you really just remember toys? And toys used to be big. It'd be a fat ass plastic dollhouse, a big teddy bear, a big ass like RC vehicle car, all kind of stuff. And I'm telling you, you did not realize the struggle your mama, your daddy, your uncle had to go through to go in that Macy's or that Sears. I'm telling you, pandemonium, boy. Black Friday came at Thanksgiving, pandemonium. I mean, folks just tearing through them automatic doors, getting up in there. I'm talking about folks getting trampled, folks getting stomped. You got old country white women and black women getting into a fighting over a damn teddy bear. I'm talking about just all kind of it's just like WWE SmackDown, but just and a Royal Rumble at the same time. I mean, just pop until folks just beating each other up. Folks coming out there with broken arms, just limping out. That was Christmas. That was the Christmas that the Lord intended for us to have. That's Christmas, not what we got now. No, not this crap. Everybody else is sitting at home, shopping online, get some old mediocre goods and services from Amazon. They ain't doing nothing. And folks don't even give a crap no more. Folks, back then, somebody sit there and give you the money for Christmas, and you'd be like, shit, that's all people do now. They just give you the money. I don't know what to get you, take this. They give you Amazon gift card. You like, I don't like Amazon. Right? I can't cancel Prime. I still got Prime. I've been trying to cancel for 3 years. So, you say they got to deal with that shit. Not Valentine's Day. Nope. Valentine's Day been just as simple as the day I remember. It just been just as simple and just as heartfelt. And yeah, like I said, you have some bitter people. I understand that. I don't give a crap. I'm going to keep Valentining until I can't Valentine no more. Until my actual heart breaks from eating too much pork meat. That's when I'm gonna stop. Until then, I'm gonna keep on chucking. So I've been celebrating since I was in third grade, Valentine Day. And that's how I fell in love with it too, because the teacher said they brought all that candy up in there, all them suckers and blow pops and Tootsie Rolls and all that just cheap ass candy that old people like to eat every now and then. That was the type of candy I liked, that old people candy. You know, the Tootsie Roll, like the little small brown one. And you just eat that. Everybody else eating chocolate and I'm eating Tootsie Roll. So I sit there and I get my little candy, and the teacher be like, she'll write a name on there, and it'd be from so and so to so and so, and I'm like, here you go, Shaquita, right? Here you go, Kibriana. All these names that you don't supposed to be pronouncing yet. Can't even pronounce your damn numbers yet, but you saying all these ethnic ass names. Everybody last name, the last part of their first name with the girls, it either ends with Naya or Ia. Aaliyah, Bria, you know, that type of shit. Aya, Tanaya, you know. So, here I am sitting there with my little candy and shit, right? And I sit there and get it with the damn one. And she, oh, thank you. And then I go in there and give that, right? And I used to love that shit. And then the thing about it, I used to get candy back. That was the favorite part about it. And I wanted to see what girl was going to give it to me, too. And I get that little piece of candy and be just as happy as a son, bitch. And the part that got me was that if I get more candy than anybody else, then I feel like I was the man. Then I'm like, oh, I'm the best giver all around. It wasn't about the girls. It was just about the giving. I always just been a giver. That's all I get more appreciation from giving and then receiving back, like more than I expected. Because I gave, not just I'm going to sit on my ass and just like, yeah, it's criminal, give me a gift. Right? No, not that. When I sit there and give and unexpectedly I get more in return, it felt like I actually have done something. And even when I give and don't just get something like back, like instantly, like from that person or whatever, I'm going to get it back eventually. But just when that happens, it makes you feel good inside too. Because it's like, damn, like I actually got something back and wasn't expecting it. So, I skip all the way back, like ninth grade. I had a little girlfriend or whatever. Our relationship lasted for 2 whole wonderful weeks. And during it was around by Valentine's or whatever. So I wanted to get her something. And I told my grandmama, and my grandma said, you too young to be in love, but I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to make you a basket. And matter of fact, I'm going to teach you how to make your own basket so you can do it in the future. So I was like, all right, bet. So me and my grandma sat there and got the stuff. She said, all right, what you want? So I sat there and got all this stuff. And she told me, ooh, let's put some sparkling grape in there. And I'm going to tell you, that Welch's sparkling grape, I'm going to tell you how country I am. I told my grandmama, I said, Big Mama, when we get money, when I finally get some money, we gonna drink sparkling grape like it's water. Cause I'm telling you, that was fine wine to us, boy. You go to where I'm from and you get some goddamn sparkling grape. That's expensive. That stuff there, you know that's gonna cost $4.37. Fine, I'll get it. It ain't number $3 in certain places. You go to the wrong place, then you know that's gonna be $4. So I sit there and my grandma said, they get the sparkling grape. I said, oh, you really trying to help me now. So we got the sparkling grape and we got the plastic wrap and we got the basket, we got the candy, all this stuff, right? And she put a little teddy bear in there. So we said there, she wrapped it up and she did a little bow and all this stuff like that. And she said, that's a basket. She said, you going to the best basket in the school. And they let us bring Valentine stuff. And they told us too, if you have Valentine stuff, bring it to the front of the office. And they'll drop it off and you put the name of whoever it go to and all that stuff. So they'll call whoever the student is. So here I go, and the girl named Kenyatta. So they said they called her up there, and she got the basket. She saw me like, she said, oh my God, thank you so much. And all that stuff. So I'm sitting there all butterflies in my stomach and shit. Well, my broke ass, I'm from the country. I had moths in my stomach. So I'm sitting there, all smiling and shit. But like I said, the relationship didn't last that long. We were still cool and shit. But, I mean, shit, I was a kid, man. 2 weeks, that was a long time, right? That was a lot. You know how much commitment I had to deal with in that. So, anyway, the next year I did it, I had another Valentine, and same thing, I made her basket. And then, those last 2 years I was in high school, it was my ex now, but my girl that was when I was in high school. So, every year, pretty much, besides like the 2 or 3 years me and her relationship, every year it's been somebody different. So I'm sitting there like, shit, I'm just gonna keep it going. Like, I'm not gonna just because I broke up, with somebody, I'm just gonna stop. No, hell no. Whoever I feel like I want to treat, that's who they gonna get. That's what they gonna get. Get a Valentine. So it's just like who deserves, who I feel like deserves a present or to be treated out. And there's a lot of women out there, but it's only one of me. So I can't just sit there and just be all around the world because there's a lot of them that deserve something and don't get nothing. And it's sad. But that's life, goddammit. I can't help with that. But just know in my spirit and my heart, I like it's so many women and men too that deserve on a holiday like this to experience some type of agape love and some sort of affection. But yeah, so this is one of the things where like dudes will sit there and be like, oh well, the reason why I don't get Valentine because my girl and this girl from when I was at 4th grade did this. Shut up, you cheap piece of crap. No. So for me, when it came down to Valentine's Day, like I said, I had an ex-girlfriend that was in high school. Okay. Ex-girlfriend from my junior year, senior year, and going to, I was about to be a sophomore. It was a toxic relationship. It was good in a lot of ways, but it was bad. However, it did teach me how to be a man. I didn't be one of them people sitting there like, oh, well, because she did this to me. No, she did some pretty messed up stuff. And I'm going to tell you how messed up it was to the point to where now, even today, I still look at a white dude giving a black girl funny. Like, I already kind of looked at it like, yeah, but I look at it now like just spite. I look at it now a whole lot different. I'm like, oh, okay, interracial, back then. Now I look at it like, I'll kick your ass. And I'm not even talking about the white boy. I'm not mad at him. I still get the little PTSD because here I go. It was in the summer and I got used. So I'm going to tell you why, where most dudes come from and they're like, oh, it's just one girl. So for me, my one girl scenario was we ended up seeing each other during the summer. So we saw each other during the summer and we didn't see each other that much because she lived in another place and we see each other every, few months or whatever. And every time we saw each other, of course, we did something. It was just like rats. That's how I said me and her relationship. It was like two rats because anytime we got together, we only had enough time just to sit there and go in a little corner. She hunch over, I hunch over, and that's it. Right? And we just go about our business. So, yeah, it wasn't much in that relationship at all. Just, we talk on the phone, be kind of cute. But other than that, she was a horn frog. So, summertime come, we see each other, and, one thing led to the next, and all that crap, right? So, anyway, she ended up going back to school, or going back to where, like, she was gonna go, and she sit there and called me on the phone. This literally 2 days later, and was just like, I can't wait till I get back and see my soulmate. I'm just like, hey, shit, I'm right here. What you talking about? She's like, not you, silly. And I'm just like, what you talking about? And it was one of them situations where when she first got to her school her freshman year, she told me it was a dude there not to worry about. Yeah, that was the dude I should have worried about. So, he was a white boy, big and buff in the military, and she, a little small, scrawny little something. And I'm small, scrawny little something. So, of course, I already know I can't fight that. But why would I? It ain't his fault. I wouldn't assume. I can't even say that. It's her fault. It ain't no I assume. Because even if he knew it was me, it's just like, well, shit, I'm just a guy too. But, yeah, so she tell me this 2 days after being like, I love you, baby. And now this shit, after we had sex and all that stuff. And then here you go talking about, oh, well, my soulmate. And all that stuff. Like, soulmate, nigga, you too young to be talking about a soulmate. We ain't nothing about 17 years old. What are you talking about? And she got mad at me. Because I told her why she was wrong. I said, well, that was your soulmate, then you need to go and tell him what you did this weekend. How about that? And he started saying, you wrong. You crossed the line. You crossed the line. I was just like, wow, this is what life is. And of course, in my head, I'm sitting there like, damn, but this is what women do to people. But I'm like, no, because, I had women in my family, and there's some good women in my family. So I'm sitting there like, maybe it just, ugh. So I could have easily been one of the people like, yeah, Valentine's Day. I bet you that next year I had a Valentine. I bet you I did. I know I went on a rant there and it kind of touched off a topic, but that's the point of this YouTube, to go off a topic. So I end up going out for Valentine. I don't remember who was my Valentine. I can't even remember. Damn, that's the same. I can't even remember. Anyway, but yeah, I still had, I know I don't remember. It was everybody. That's why I had like about 20. I got all my friends that year or something. Yeah, so I had like all my female friends, I got them all something. That's why I don't remember. I remember everybody now. I remember everybody from my junior year, my senior. Okay, so yeah, I got everybody. I had like 15 mini baskets. Yeah, so I love Valentine's Day. So I just gave everybody something, and then folks be like, why you have one? And then I got a question why I didn't have one, and then I was like, well, I feel like all y'all deserve something. But that does get kind of expensive, so I'm like, all right, well, maybe I need to go back to, just trying to get one. So I just started getting one Valentine, and I still give my friends something, I give them a little Dollar Tree heart, it had like about 3 pieces of chocolate in it, and it got like a cartoon dog on it, be like, I love you, or they have a mouse on it, have a nice day, I would still do that, but I'll choose one Valentine, and I just focus my energy on her. And it ain't gotta be somebody I want to date, or somebody I want to go with, or somebody I want to fool around with. No, literally just, I'm like, okay, this somebody I've been watching, and I feel like they need, well, not necessarily need, but they deserve it, right? They deserve to be treated out and stuff. And usually I find somebody that's similar to me, that nobody really just recognize everything they do, or they don't appreciate everything they do. So like, it's my version of showing them appreciation, even if they haven't just necessarily done something for me, but I know they do for others. I'm like, you need this. So to be appreciated is something needed, because it's kind of hard to sit there and just always be nice and you always doing stuff, and then nobody ever just does anything out of the blue for you. And then when they do something, it's kind of like it comes with a cost, or it's like Christmas where it's like they kind of have to do it. Like, I might as well get that motherfucker or something, And it shouldn't be like that. It really shouldn't. So that's why I do it. But yeah, Valentine's Day, I love it. Free candy. I like watching all the ugly people sit there and get mad, and I ain't talking about the physically, I ain't even saying physically. I know people are like, oh, what you trying to say? I ain't trying to say nothing. I'm talking about the people that's ugly spirited. The ones that sit there and get mad and crap to myself. Oh, F Valentine's Day, and I hate Valentine's Day, or I ain't getting nothing and I don't want nothing. Shut up. You wouldn't be that passionate about it. You wouldn't be posting them pictures of you half naked talking about F Valentine's Day, but then you bringing it up. It's like, that's too much energy. Why you bringing so much? Just don't celebrate. It's that easy. Just don't even say anything. Somebody ask you or something, they're different. But even then, I don't think you need to go on a rant talking about, oh yeah. If something happened where it's like, you having a bad week, somehow, holiday, it don't even matter if it's Valentine's Day. Bad week. Even Christmas can get ruined. Like, you had the death in the family, or you lost a whole bunch of money, your house burnt down. I don't think it's going to be a good goddamn Christmas. But if everything is fine, and it just soon as that day come, you want to be, shut up. Shut up. Why are you trying to ruin everybody else's day? It's just like, I'm going to get on all you northerners. Stop coming to the south, and if it get a small snow flurry, you want to sit there and be like, y'all don't know what snow is? Damn, skip it, we don't. Thank God we don't know what snow is. I don't have to dig my house out of a snowy grave every other day. That's the point. I don't go up there and be like, oh, you don't know what hot is. It's hot. Like, come on. Like, I don't get that. Why people gotta be so negative? Northerners talking, you don't know what snow is. I be damn your ass go to the damn tropics, and you talking, it's raining. These go through monsoons every day, and they gonna probably tell you it. You don't know what rain is. How would you feel if they told you that, even though they get almost flooded every year. Houses underwater. You got fish in places where fish ain't supposed to be, and it drizzle or rain a little hard, and then they tell your stupid American ass that you don't know what rain is. Of course you know what rain is. And then they talk about you don't know what real snow is. What the fuck is fake snow? I didn't know that the Lord had a bucket up there and it had fake snow, and he just drizzled that over Alabama and gave y'all the real deal cocaine. I did not know that. I didn't know we had fake snow. You either got real snow or fake snow. I ain't see nobody out there with a bucket just shaving out just fake snow. Shit. If it's snowing in the South, if it's snowing in Georgia or something like that, I'm like, oh, that ain't snow, that's angel jizz. They just showing their appreciation. They just, nothing. They're just real happy to see us. Yeah, kids don't lick it now. Talking about some real snow. Yeah, before Valentine Day, F Valentine Day and all that stuff. Shut up, you just bitter. Because you said that and this man that left you. You don't want to be with your funky behind no more. Dude, same thing. Y'all out there all mad. Well, I ain't even mad, but y'all try to find an excuse to not do something. Like you said, especially if you got a girl. That's even worse. That's one thing if you ain't got nobody. Like you single and you don't get nothing. Like I said, you don't have to. Valentine's Day, one of the things, you don't have to get nobody nothing. But if you got a girlfriend and it's Valentine's Day, I do not care if you sit there and be like, oh, well, because that ain't no excuse. The girl you got now ain't that girl from 5th grade. It ain't the same girl. You ain't got no excuse. I don't care. Get her a card. Get her something. I don't care if it's a doggone plastic rose. Just get something. Matter of fact, get her a rose. And I ain't talking about the flower. Get her something that she can appreciate. Get her something she can appreciate when you ain't there. Because guess what? That's going to be her best friend whether you there or not. She can always keep that. She don't need nothing about, 2 AA batteries and she good to go. So get her something that she can appreciate, fellas. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, but a rose can be her lover. So, I'm going to jump over that topic and I'm going to jump over to... What can we jump over to? Oh, okay. So I did cook. I'm sorry. I wanted to talk about Christmas. I did talk about it on the Patreon. That's why I was thinking, I was like, do I want to talk about that here too? But I ain't going to cover the same thing. The only thing about Christmas I'm going to say is that, like I said, it's mandatory. It's just a marketing scheme. I mean, Valentine's Day too, but Christmas is just worse. Christmas is dying out. I don't think nobody will be celebrating that too much longer. And you thank the kids for that. Thank the younger kids that they just like iPhones and iPads and I'm gonna sound like an old person. They radios and Kindle Fires. Get out that radio, boy. This ain't no radio. This is an SE. I don't give a goddamn what it's called. So yeah. So thank them for that. But anyway, I did cook. And I'm going to come at one of my viewers because I didn't say it in a podcast previous to this. Stop coming to me with no solution. Don't come to me with a criticism. I said a comment. The criticism was that I don't know how to cook. And everybody that know me know I know how to cook. The only issue is that what I made was some spaghetti. And with that spaghetti, I didn't add one ingredient. And when I tell you this is about the most country's ingredient, I was surprised that she knew about. She said, you ain't even put no hot sauce in the sauce at all. Let me tell you something. The reason why is the same reason why when we got on the phone I told you. I am cooking for other people out there in the world. I put in that video to season how you like it. I even put in there, I did not measure anything. The point was making homemade spaghetti. And I'm going to tell you, it was good. I didn't have to add nothing else to it. I was surprised my damn self. Because I'm like, shit, this ain't all I put in it. Yeah, I put hot sauce in my sauce when I cook. You get some spaghetti. Because when I used to make spaghetti and you get that damn ragu or that Prego, man, you get that ragu, that Prego, you get you some black pepper, some white salt, and some hot sauce, and you put all that together, and now you got homemade. That's what, and you didn't make a meatball. You just got that meat, you put it in the skillet, and when it was done, you put it in the pot. That's what you had. But I'm actually making homemade stuff. You gotta think it's homemade. The reason why you putting all the other stuff in the regular sauce because you got all those chemicals, you got all them different things in the throw, all them different ingredients that ain't got nothing to deal with spaghetti at all, right? And you just trying to cut some of the taste out of it because of, you get some ragu, that stuff, it's just too strong, right? So you add other stuff to store-bought crap. I'm using fresh tomato. It actually tastes like tomato. So it's like I don't have to do a whole lot. Of tomato ain't the most flavorful thing in the world. I ain't got to put a whole bunch of seasoning in it. So I'm saying that like me missing the hot sauce, I'm just like, that don't mean I can't put the hot sauce on after I made it. No, I'm cooking for other people. You got to think. It ain't just black people who going to be watching these videos. You going to have people. It's going to be some white folks who be mad as hell because I didn't say how much seasoning salt. They want to say, oh my God, I don't know how much to pinch in there. He just started pouring. I just don't know. And how much pepper. I just want enough to taste. It's going to be too salty. Right? That is why I put on there, season how you want to your liking, even with the thickness. I showed if it was a different sauce. Do you want a thick sauce or a loose sauce? If you want a loose sauce, put some water in it, and then you can, guess what? Season it. Because when you put water, it's going to dilute it. That's with anything. I don't ever really cook with water unless it's a water-based type of sauce. If I'm making Alfredo, I don't use water at all. Because as soon as you put water, you're going to dilute whatever the taste is. I'll add a milk or a cream or a butter. You don't ever add water to something like that. Tomato sauce, yeah, because that's your base. You can add water to that. You even add no milk to it. That's stupid. So that's different. But even then, it's going to dilute it. So you add some water to it and just season it. And then you put too much water, get some flour, and use that as a thickener, and you can re-thicken it. And actually doing that, you can make more sauce. Simple as that. And then the beauty behind it is that you can bottle that stuff too. If I sit there and made that sauce good and hot, put it in a mason jar, close the top, wait till pop. Now I can store it. Now I can keep it for a couple months to a year. And I got tomato sauce. And then I can do whatever the hell I want to with it. And as it sit, it'll get better with time. It'll sit there and all them seasons and stuff like that be going on, chemical reactions and shit. And by the time you eat it, oh my God, it's going to be good. But you sitting there going to comment about add some hot sauce. Now I don't know how to cook. Let's see you sit there and go out there, get a deal, come back, grind it up yourself, and make some homemade sauce. Your ragu using ass. You know, good damn, nah, let me say, Prego using ass. I ain't making no baby mama spaghetti. I'm making the real deal. I don't even like my spaghetti sauce on top of the noodles. I like it all together. That lets you know I was doing that because I got other people watching. I can't just make no damn black folk spaghetti. Goddamn ground meat in it. I'm in competition. I was looking at videos to try to see, all right, how many people are watching homemade spaghetti videos and how many are watching this spaghetti? And that's why I even named it what I named it, because I looked at the homemade spaghetti and all of the videos look, somewhat professional. When they see they had the camera angle above or at an angle and stuff, and they doing it with the right light. Search up homemade spaghetti and then search up venison or dill spaghetti and see what pop up. Them videos about that shit look rednecky. None of them just look appealing. One of them, it was just a skillet with some bull crap in it. I didn't know what the hell I was looking at. I said, that just looked like just diarrhea. I didn't even know what it looked like. So I'm like, I'm already in competition because you talking about, 100,000, 500,000 views for spaghetti, for homemade spaghetti. And then you talking about like 1,000, 3,000 for dill spaghetti because everybody don't eat dill. Everybody don't think they look up some shit like that, right? So I put homemade spaghetti in parentheses with dill. The reason why, because of keywords. Because I'm hoping when they type in homemade spaghetti, I'll pop up. But when I typed in homemade spaghetti with dill, I was the very second video to pop up. That's exactly what I want. And I tried to choose a picture to make it look appealing because everybody else's picture did not. So I'm hoping the views skyrocket from that. I'm really hoping. So I'm like I said, you can't just have some damn spaghetti in a pot with some ground meat in it. I take a bad picture and some bad shadow of a pot of spaghetti, noodles, sauce, everything mixed up. That is black folks country ass spaghetti. That is not no I'm finna go to an Italian restaurant and get spaghetti. That is lunch at the elementary school spaghetti. That's what that is. That's bull crap. You can't do that. You gotta make it appealing. Like I said, I already didn't measure nothing. I'm finna get ridiculed for that. So I put I put at the bottom the ingredients. But like I said, it's gonna be somebody gonna be like, well, how much salt? I'm like, I don't use salt. That's another thing. I don't use white salt. I don't use white sugar. I don't. Every now and then, of course, I'm gonna eat something because it's gonna be in something on the outside world that I'm gonna eat. That's gonna have it. Every now and then, I'm gonna eat something that I really would not eat in my house. I haven't made it to that point where I'm just like 100% not eating everything. I don't eat fast food. I don't eat franchise. I don't eat processed. So the only thing that you may catch me getting that will have all that stuff in it will be, I don't know, every now and then I get a frozen yogurt. I know they ain't using no damn brown sugar. I know it's regular sugar. I know it's refined. You know, every now and then I got what is some French cookies. And these were like shortbread cookies. And they had little specks of white sugar on it. The only difference between when you getting French stuff compared to American, French stuff don't have a lot of sugar. So most of their desserts are not that high in sugar. You know, it's not that high in calorie, not that high in sugar. Still no excuse, but I mean, you know, a little gram of sugar ain't gonna hurt you because it's sugar in stuff. Even in fruit, it's not the same kind. It's not the same process, but it's still some form of sugar because it's some form of energy. But you come to an American, shit, man, that thing about to have pounds of it. You sitting there eating you get a French cookie, that bitch weigh about as much as a feather, and you get that same American cookie, and that is greasy, it's sliding off the paper that they gave it to you on. You just like, man, what the hell wrong with this motherfucker? I'm telling you, it's different. It's a fat ass different. I don't eat a lot of American food. I try to stay away from that. You can't be eating that crap, man. Y'all killing yourselves. That shit is wrong. No. But, no, I try to make my own stuff. So I started making pies. Not fruit pies. Making pot pies. I sit there and made a po' man pie. A po' man pie is just when you just get a bunch of stuff mixed together and you just make a pie. Like you know, po' meal or baby mama meal and stuff like that. So a baby mama meal, you know, is the damn the chicken Alfredo or the shrimp Alfredo, and you know it got some canned sauce because baby girl don't know how to sit there and make no homemade sauce. But it's kind of hard to do that when you got a baby in your arm and on your hip at the same time. So that's understandable. So baby mamas out there, I'm proud of y'all. Y'all keep doing y'all doing. Y'all feed that ain't shit nigga. That ain't your man yet. He ain't put a ring on it. But if he there and he take care of you and that baby, you keep making that meal, girl. You just keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of y'all. We need y'all. Y'all are an asset to the black community. Hell, all communities. We got some white baby mamas out there making shrimp Alfredo. They may not be as flavorful as the black sister, but it's still the same concept. You hold that bald little white baby on your hip with your no ass, and you be proud of that baby, and you be proud of that man when he come back from working smelling like garbage. You be there for him, okay? Sisters, you be there for when that boy come up in that bitch, smell like a black and mild, got all them wicks in his head. You be there for him. If he making $1, you be there for him. You make that shrimp Alfredo and you burn them edges like that. And you get that damn Texas toast. It only costs $1.99 because you didn't get the Texas toast brand. You got the Family Dollar brand. You do that. But anyway, I've been making pot pies. So the way I make the pot pies is that I had the first one I did was I got some rice, some black beans, some pinto beans, and some ground deer meat. Like I said, I don't eat that bullshit from the damn store. So I mixed all that together. All right, bet. Then I got some biscuits, some homemade biscuits, and I put it at the bottom of the pie pan first. Threw that in the oven because I want to make sure it's done. Because I've done this before and it ain't ever been done. So I go ahead and cook the bottom pretty much, not all the way, but almost. And then when it get, kind of like a brown, like little gold brown color, I take it out. I put all the filling and stuff in it. And then I get the other part of the biscuit and just layer it over on top. Since everything done, I just got to wait on the biscuit on top. So I threw it back in the oven. And you just wait a couple minutes, about 425 degrees. And depending on how thick you got your biscuit, and you got a pot pie. And when I tell you that bit is good, it is good. And I even made a fruit pie that way. I had some blueberries, some strawberries, and some spiced apples. And I didn't put a lot of spiced apples in there because, it's too conflicting. But a blueberry strawberry pie is pretty common. Okay, same thing. I didn't put a whole lot of sugar in it because I don't want a lot. If you make it the right way, you don't have to. So what you want to do is try to express all the flavor. You try to cook the blueberries down to a point to where half of them are pretty much liquid and then the others, still whole. And the same thing with your strawberries. Cut them small, let them cook a little bit. And then the spiced apple, they'll just put like a little bit extra flavor. And I put a little brown sugar in it, mixed it up. If it's too thin, you put a little flour in it, and it'll make it thick. Same thing. Biscuit at the bottom, cook it a little bit. Pour the filling, cover it, pie. Simple as that. Not hard at all. Very simple, very tasty, and that's just all I do. A lot of these meals are very simple, but this is the thing I want people to think about. And I may end up doing a podcast where I talk about why the food and the water and the meat that we eat is so messed up. Because I'm telling you, y'all, people sit there eating this crap, and a lot of times they know it's bad, they just don't know how bad. Y'all don't know the horror. So it's like, I don't want to try to change our mind. I want y'all to at least just know what you're doing to yourself so it's not a surprise. That's the point. It's just like you smoking a cigarette and then you got the nerve to be like, I didn't know I can get lung cancer. Yes, you damn do. Same thing with this food. A lot of people don't realize that some of the stuff they eating, it has the same effect. I don't like arguing with people about it. And a lot of people, when they keep just trying to justify certain stuff they eat, it actually pisses me off because I'm like, you trying to live in ignorance. Like, you know better. You know I know better. And you still trying to refute. There's no point in that. Stop eating this shit. It's not that good. It ain't nothing I've eaten where I said it's that good to where I'm going to sit there and just keep eating it and I know it's dangerous. Food is dangerous. It can be. I'm like, y'all trusting these people. Like, go to Walmart. I want you to go to Walmart. If you a hamburger eating some bitch, I want you to go there and look at just some ground beef. Matter of fact, I tell you this. Go where they got the ground beef in that tube, where it come like in that little 1 pound cylinder. And it don't matter if it's a big one or small one. Look at the ingredient. It should just say beef. It may say beef and something else, but if anything, it's just going to say beef. Then I want you to go to the Great Value patties already made and look at the ingredients on that. You going to be reading for a second. Why the hell, if it's just a hamburger, which you know in your right mind supposed to be just meat, why the hell is all these other ingredients in here? And this is the crazy part about it too. When you eat something real, and you do it for a second, and then you try to go and transition to eat it, that's when you can actually taste the difference. Most people be like, oh, it's good. You ain't never had the real thing. That's the problem. When you sit there and have real fruit juice compared to what they pass off as fruit juice, you can be like, oh, what the am I been doing to myself? Ocean spray ain't that bad. It's concentrate. Ocean spray is probably the only juice, and I know folks, well, you said it was safe. No, I didn't. And second of all, I'm not a doctor. I still don't know what they doing in there. They might be sticking their dick in the vat for all I know. You still drinking it, you stupid. So anyway, Ocean Spray, and this is the only reason why I say something about them. You can buy Ocean Spray concentrate. Not everywhere, but concentrate is literally the purest form of cranberry. That is 100% cranberry juice, where it's probably pressed. And I'm telling you, try to drink that stuff straight. Your eyes gonna replace your testicles. Your testicles gonna replace your ears, and your ears just gonna run away. That is the strongest shit you would ever drink, and it's called juice. When you buy Ocean Spray, the regular stuff, guess what? They put water in it. You know why it's tart? Because that's what a cranberry is. A cranberry is tart. And they put a little sugar, or usually just the natural sugar in it. The reason why I say don't drink a lot of it is because you still don't just know what they doing at the factory. But it's a big difference between that and then you buying Tampico or Hawaiian Punch. Like, if you try to buy that and call that juice, you lost your damn mind. What fruit you know just that red or blue? Like, you know it's not juice when you don't ever call out what the flavor is. You just call the color. What flavor you want? Green? You know it ain't real. You know in your mind that ain't real. What fruit you want? You sit there and see an apple or something like that. You gonna say, I want the green. No. It was a green apple. If you squeeze an apple, I don't care what color it is, that juice ain't finna come out green. And folks just drinking that crap. Like, you know it's not real. How the hell you sit there and put a juice in the refrigerator? It can be in there for 3 months. I promise you it won't be ice cold. I promise you. I'm like, you can put syrup in the refrigerator and it'll come out colder than that. Like, that lets you know something ain't right. And folks is drinking that. Y'all are eating poison. Y'all are drinking poison. And I'm not saying that you can't replace it. A lot of people think that I say don't eat it. They like, oh, well, country, you just sound like you don't eat nothing. What can I eat? Well, learn how to make it your own or get an organic version of it. And that's coming from a country person. You know we don't believe in that crap. We eat pork meat until we die. We drink beer. We drink liquor. We smoke cigarettes. We do everything under the sun. Drink lean. I was in that life. Not all of it, but shit, I used to enjoy a little lean every now and then. But you don't just sit there and just keep doing that crap. You die. You gonna have issues. People always talking about like, oh, I'm here for what? Talking about, I'm here for a good time, not a long. Man, even your good time ain't even good, nigga. You broke. How you having a good time? You ain't went out since when? You broke now. You might as well just be broke and healthy. If you want to save money, then just don't eat the crap. Learn how to make it yourself. I made juice before. I made my own grape juice. Made it out of muscadine juice. And when I tell you, it came out tasting just like the Welch's grape juice. You know that real purple one? I tell you another thing. Ain't no grape juice supposed to be that purple. Not that purple. Especially since they not using, like they use a Concord grape. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't know how purple. I just know it ain't going to be that rich. A Concord grape is not that doggone rich tasting. That doggone Welch's, boy, hey, when you doing your tongue like that, that's sugar. It's loaded with sugar. It's loaded with sugar. And I'm telling you, it's grape juice, but it's cut. It's cut with so much stuff. I had some purple muscadines. I made juice out of it. It came out purple. Purple muscadines are purple as hell. Why when I boil them to make juice and strain it, it ain't as purple as Welch's. But the fruit is purple. That don't make sense. That don't make sense to me at all. Here's the kicker. If you make sure that the muscadines are good and ripe and sweet, especially almost all of them, and you make juice, you will not know the difference. The only difference is it ain't gonna have that. It ain't gonna have that bite. And I didn't add sugar. I had people test it out, and I was like, try this juice and tell me what it is. People thought it was a healthier version of Welch's. They literally thought it was Welch's but they're like, was it like a light brand or was it sugar free? Like, what is it? None of the above. It's muscadine. I'm not drinking that crap, and I used to love Welch's. I'm not finna do that to myself. I can't do it. But like I said, I'm going on a rant about that. I'm gonna just do that separately. Well, I'm gonna break down. And I want y'all to stay with me too. I'm gonna break down food first. I'm gonna break down what foods that you shouldn't eat. I'm gonna break down what drinks you shouldn't drink, and I'm gonna break down why these things are messed up, especially meat. I'm gonna mess some people up. So y'all be waiting on that one. Ooh, I'm telling you, that one I'm probably post Monday. I know I'm gonna post it on my Patreon. I'm gonna go ahead and post it on that first, and I'm gonna really go into detail. I'm gonna mess some people up, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all simmer on that. Happy belated Valentine Day. Happy Black History Month. Make sure ain't no white folk pointing cameras at you trying to catch you. And y'all watch what y'all eating until the next one. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.